Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to the segment of Coach Guru Bani's a-sabad-a-day. We continue with our recitation from Bavan Akhari, Kabir Ji, Salok 17 and 18. The recitation. Tata Bikat Ghaat Ghat Mahi, Khol kapat mahal ke na jahi. देख अटल टल कतह न जावा, रहे लपट घट पर चो पावा। ठट्ठा यह दूर ठग नीरा, नीठ नीठ मन किया थीरा। जिन ठग ठगया सगल जग खावा, सो ठग ठगया ठौर मन आवा। बिकट घाट घट माही. Bikat, difficult, complex, unclear. Ghat, ghat refers to a passage, a way, a path. And ghat is the inner recess of the mind, the heart, the spiritual heart, the core. So Kabir says that the path, the way to the self that resides within, Ghat Mahi, is difficult, bikat, bikhada. Khol kapat mahal ke na jahi. Without opening the doors of perception, kapat, gates, mahal ke na jahi. Mahal, a reference to that sacred space within, also a reference to the Creator. So what Kabir Ji is saying is the path to the self that resides within is difficult, and in order to enter that sacred space, one has to open the doors of perception with Gur wisdom. Dekh atal tal katah na java. Dekh atal. Again, there is the usage of words. Dekh atal. Vision. Atal, immovable, resolute. So Kabir says, remain resolute. Do not look elsewhere. Take atal tal katah na jawa. Don't go anywhere else. Move inwards. Atal also is an attribute of the Creator. So what Kabir is essentially telling us is that when you envision the Creator within, don't go look elsewhere. So there is an element of imagination on this journey inwards. So remain resolute. Do not look elsewhere. Steadfastness. Rahe lapat. Lapat is to cling to something. Ghat parchay pavo. Parchay means familiarity. It also means a chit, a piece of paper. But here it means familiarity. Proof. Rahe lapat ghat parcho pava. You will find evidence, proof, if you stay on this path of Gurmat. In the next shalok, from the letter Tata. Iha dur thag nira. Iha, this one. Here the reference is to Maya, to the world of the senses. Iha dur thag nira. So this Maya is dur thag nira. Like a mirage. The world of the senses is deceptive, like the mirage of water. Taganira. What does it do? It entices us on a tiresome journey. Jin thag thagya sagal jag khawa. It entices us on a tiresome journey because it's a mirage. It tempts us with the water of temptations. And then we become weary from traveling, from chasing the mirage, and lose our vitality. We lose our energy. We become tired. We become anxious. We become lost like in a desert. That is, this is a metaphor for the human condition. So the mind has to be made patient. It has to be instructed with good wisdom not to chase the mirage. With great firmness, one has to do that. So Kabir says the mind has to be made patient. Man kiya tira, with great firmness. Nit nit. Nit nit man kiya tira. So in order to overcome the deception of Maya. But Kabir assures us, so thag thagyar thaur mane ava. They who do so, who overcome these temptations and don't run after the mirage, they find the Creator within. Thaur, a fixed place. So the fact is that the inner path is complicated, it is complex, and it is unclear. But if the path were to be clear, then it is someone else's path, not your own. I quote Joseph Campbell, the great mythologist. He says, if you can see your path laid out in front of you, step by step, you know it is not your path. Your path you make with every step you take. So that's the cue to us. The cue is shun ready-made, guaranteed solutions that are handed down to us as belief systems. And all they expect from us is unwavering obedience. This is what religion does, right? We get a set of beliefs from our environment, and the environment, which means our parents, relatives, friends, relationships, all of the relationships, they expect you to, with unwavering obedience, follow that belief system. And that is where we go wrong, because that only induces in us a stronger sense of home conditioning. It closes the doors of perception. And here Kabir is saying, open the doors of perception. And this is the advice of Baba Nanak in Pauri 15, where he says, Manne mag na challa panth, do not follow hackneyed paths, but forge your own path. Mag na challa, paths that others have walked on. Don't walk on those. Panth, create your own path. And so in order to reach the mahal, the inner sanctuary, we have to open the doors of perception, khol kapat. And again, to quote William Blake this time, the poet, he says, if the doors of perceptions were cleansed, then everything would appear to man as it is, infinite. And that is exactly what Kabir is telling us. That if you do so, if you open the doors of your perception, you will see the infinite within your own mind. And that is the maxim of Gurmat. On that note, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.